The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes it at the 7.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Pollard again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
The Cowboys at 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going to throw right side here. Complete.
And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 43.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 43. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
1st down, and it's Pollard again.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders.
At their own 26.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
Hal down to throw it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Pollard going to try the right side. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it's 2nd down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Prescott. And he comes back with one complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 42.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Mevis is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Howell. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gibson again.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
A give to Gibson running right.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
49 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
2nd and 14. This time they'll throw it with Howell.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Marquise Bell.
What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, if the goal is to get back into this game, the offense is certainly moving in the wrong direction. This is certainly a case where one team needs big splash plays right now, but unfortunately, it's the other team that's getting them.
And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. 4th down. Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get him the football back.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So that's potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half.
They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back.
Third and long, here's Howell. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that, he said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders are going to have it here just past the 25. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this 1st half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 35 on second down, Powell winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Third and 2, here's Howell. He's going to take another shot here. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back. But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell taking a shot for Samuel. It got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 57 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he is into the end zone for a Commanders touchdown. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Going to run again here with Pollard. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to put the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They'll run left with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And it's now 21-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 29, Powell. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give running right, Gibson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 78 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Rolling to his left. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw again on second down. Howell. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On second down, here's Gibson again. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle. I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Howell ran it last time, now he's going to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Howell from the gun. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman? Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And 1st and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. The defense gets in the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Gibson again, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Howell, 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up.
Touchdown! Antonio Gibson from 10 yards out. And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Prescott. Cooks on the quick slant. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee.